Well, hey there, YouTube. It's Petey, and I'm here with this cozart semi-hollow body guitar. This was gifted to me by a dear friend of mine, Pink Jimmy Photon. It's a burl semi-hollow Stratocaster made by this cozart company, and it's just it's a fine instrument. It's really, I can't believe what you get for the price now. Considering I did replace a lot of the hardware. So we're going to talk about those upgrades. I got these Music Illy locking tuners, and I had read that the quality decline in the really super affordable locking tuners was significant. So I spent a little extra money. I think these were $23 for these locking tuners. And I do have a pair of roller string trees, which I'm still waiting for those to arrive. And the nut was misordered, so we've got a PT-0051-00, or it might be like PT-5100-00. That's the nut that I'm going to be working with to fit in here. I'm going to have to shave off 1 millimeter on each side of the nut because it's 2 millimeters too wide or in length. The width 0.3 has to come down, and then the height like 0.4. So it's just going to be a little bit of sanding and checking with my caliper, my digital caliper. The fretwork was really nice on this guitar. There's no bite on it. There's no what do you call that? Fret sprout. There's no fret sprout on it. Now the pickups that came in this one were they ohmed out at 3K, which they're going for a classic vibe with this low of an output pickup. But really, I like to play with gain, with distortion and overdrive. Those pickups did not function at all for overdrive. So I got these super affordable Alnico V, and it came with a white, like a bleach white pickguard and white all around. So I replaced blacked it out. Black knobs, black switch tip, black pickup covers. And the switch tip, the switch was too wide to fit on the switch tip, so I had to drill that out and use a file. I also replaced to get this little black knobby guy to fit on there. And I think the choice of the aged pearl, I think it matches this guitar fairly well. I think it looks good. There you can really see the burl now with the flashlight on it. You can see how beautiful this guitar really is. It's just a beautiful instrument. Isn't that a nice looking guitar? I'm tempted to airbrush the inside of the F-hole, black it out on the inside, but I think then you couldn't really see it. It's better to leave it as it is. I am going to black out the slot for the truss rod adjuster. So yes, typically, really, I mean, I put strap locks on it. This is original, and the jack. The pots are original, and the 5-way switch is original. The neck plate and the screws are original, but other than that, everything's been replaced. So this is a Wilkinson tremolo bridge. It does have a whammy bar, and they're graphite saddles, Graphtec graphite saddles. So when this is finished, I'll have Graphtec graphite on the saddles and Graphtec graphite on the nut, which if you read reviews, people claim that these improvements are significant in the tonality and functionality of the guitar, meaning it tunes way better. It doesn't, if you use the tremolo arm, it'll stay in tune much more than it would without the graphite. And that the guitar just sounds way better with these, a legitimate nut as opposed to the plastic nut that it ships with. So I gotta say, playing it initially, it comes with these horrifically bad strings, really poor performing pickups. I could probably have lived with the tuners and the whammy bar, but I didn't pay for the guitar, and I wanted to put the upgrades into it because I could kind of afford to do that since I didn't pay $170 for the guitar or whatever it was. So what I ended up with was spending a little bit of money on the upgrades. It was a decent amount. I mean, the Graph Tech saddles are $50 just for the saddles. So what I ended up with is isn't that a nice guitar? And the F-hole is not a gimmick. As I said before, it really does work to project the volume of the guitar when you're not playing it with an amplifier. Now, when I was looking for a replacement pickguard, I noticed that the measurement for the mounting screws didn't line up. Like, I measured the mounting screws on this guitar, and then the replacement pickguards that I could find online, none of them were even close. Like, certain areas that the numbers would line up, and then other areas they were way off. So I bought one that was a blank. It did have the pickup and it had all of the holes cut in except for the body mount holes. So I lined it, I stripped the old pickguard and then laid it on top of the new one and put the fasteners through the pickup holes, all 6 of the pickup holes and the 2 for the 5-way switch. And that lined it all up in the center. And then I saw, here in this neck pocket route, the new pickguard is sticking up like a 1/4 inch more than it needs to be. So I cut that out, and then everything else looked really good. So I began to drill wherever I used the old pickguard as the guide. So I used a pilot drill bit and then went to full size, and then I beveled it out. So some of the one of the, actually 2, 3, 3 of the 4, no kidding, 4 of the pickguard screws are put in at an angle, which is a shame. And I suppose I could fix that. I could plug it and re-drill it straight, and maybe I will, because I don't like the fact that this fastener this one here is sticking at an angle. This one here and this one here too. The rest of them are all straight, and that's not my doing. That's whoever drilled them in the first place. And that just happens, when you're doing multiple things, when you get to the end, your hand's gonna maybe get a little crooked, you don't realize it. So yeah, all in all, these cozart guitars are not nothing to turn your nose up at. This one came out, I think it came out looking really good with the blackout, and you can't really see the pearl, mother of toilet seat, they call it. But I am super pleased with this guitar. I cannot wait to get a proper nut on it and get it set up and play it and write some music with it. That's the goal, is have good gear inspires good music, and then you write little pieces or big pieces of music. I write little ones. So I hope you enjoyed that little review. It's kind of a first impression, or me talking about how I upgraded the guitar. I'll come back after a while after I get the strings put on it and let you guys know, because I ordered these Diodarios, which turned out to be fake. And I'm going to put a set of those on this thing and try it out. So I'll be doing a demo where I play it probably in 2 or 3 days. So you can look forward to that. I got to do a review for the Adrian Blue solo CD, so look for that video. I know I'm throwing a lot of video content out at once, and I apologize for that. I like to space it out more. But it is what it is, so if you catch some and you don't catch the others, I don't blame you. You guys try to stay cool, take care of yourselves. hug your pets. Hey, Keith, do you want a hug, a hug, a hug? He doesn't want a hug, a hug, a hug. All right, you guys take care and peace. Peace.